Scholars, the purpose of this video is see if I can just capture the essence on how to solve equations involving absolute value and how to solve inequalities involving absolute value. We struggle a lot with that. First of all, let's go back to basics. What does absolute value measure? It measures, of course, distance from zero. Absolute value measures distance from zero. So if I have my real line, my real line like this, from negative infinity to infinity, and this guy is zero here. And I ask the following: absolute value of x. Well, first of all, what's absolute value of 3? Of course, is 3. Absolute value of negative 3, of course, is also 3, right? Because the number negative 3 is 3 units away from 0. The number 3 is 3 units away from 0. So I gave you the input, you gave me the output. What about the reverse? If I have absolute value of x equals 7, what are we asking? Which number or numbers are 7 units away from 0? Of course, those numbers will be obviously negative 7 and 7. From negative 7 is 7 units away from 0. The number 7 is 7 units also away from 0. So in this case, we have two answers: x equals negative 7 or x equals 7. So that's it. So if I were to remove the absolute value sign on an inequality, absolute value equals a number, positive number, of course, it will be the negative or the positive. This number of units to the left or this number of units to the right. That's all we need to do. If I have absolute value of x minus 6 equals 12, what do we know? That x minus 6 is either 12 units to 0 from the left, so negative 12, or x minus 6 equals 12. 12 units from 0 from the right. Therefore, here we add 6, x equals negative 6. We add 6, x equals 18. Two solutions, negative 6 and 18, and voila, we are done. Of course, we have similar problems, exactly like this, as I would like to call noise. If I have 2 plus absolute value of x minus 6 equals 14, the first thing we need to do is to subtract 2. So we end up with absolute value of x minus 6 equals 14 minus 2, 12. And then we shall continue. If I have 2 times that equals 24, I can divide by 2. This over this is 1. This over this will be 12. So absolute value of x minus 6 equals 12, and we shall continue. Okay, so that's all we have. Let's try another example. What happens if I have this example: 2, 3x, 4 plus 5 equals 6, 7. I need to isolate my absolute value, so I can split it to the negative or the positive. We subtract 5. So minus 5 minus 5. 2 times 3x minus 4 equals 67 minus 5. That would be 62. And now we divide by 2 to get rid of this coefficient here. So that would be absolute value of 3x minus 4 equals 31. Oops, I hate the absolute value. Okay, so in this case, we branch out. 3x minus 4 equals negative 31, or 3x minus 4 equals 31. Add 4. So 3x will be negative 27. If I add 4, 3x will be 35 divided by 3, divided by 3, by 3, by 3. Oh, so let me go here to the right. So x equals negative 27 over 3, negative 9. And here will be just 35 thirds. Yeah. So x equals 35 over 3. Two solutions, -9 and 35 over 3. No, 35 over 3. What happens if I have this other example? Same amount. We may subtract 7. So I have 4 times 3x minus 6 equals 0. Divided by 4. So I have absolute value of 3x minus 6 equals 0. Therefore, 3x minus 6 equals 0. 3x equals 6. X equals 2. We may add 6 and divide by 3. Okay, so in this case, absolute value of an expression equals 0 gave me one solution. Okay, let's try another example. What happens if I had this other example? Also value of 2x minus 8 plus 3 equals -5. We may subtract the 3. So I have absolute value of 2x minus 8 equals -8. Ooh, well, we know the absolute value measures distance from 0. Distance can never be negative. So this probably has no solution. So absolute value cannot be equal to a negative number. We cannot be negative 10 feet away from it for our destination. So to summarize, if I have absolute value and expression equals to a positive, let me just write the word positive. If I have the expression equals a positive number, so we are going to have two solutions. We take u equals to a negative of the number, u, whatever is inside u, equals to the positive of the number. That will give us two solutions. Absolute value of an expression equals to 0 will have one solution. Absolute expression equals to a negative number, no solution. And that will do it.